So the frame for the CNC router that I'm building is almost done. Pretty happy about that because I want to get on to the main project. Trying to get this smashed out, done and dusted, so that I can get onto the boat that I'm making. So it's pretty much like what you'd call a desktop CNC router. And this top frame, the I-beams and these 4 X-axis beams are all tied together. I've got some 6mm plates on the end that kind of come into here to a bit of a point just to alleviate stress through that. Back just welded on the inside of the I-beam there. And then some little like flanges in just the center ones. The end ones I figure don't need it because they've got these nice big kind of L-shaped plates. This little thing here is for the stepper motor to go on. I've already tapped the holes for the bearing blocks there, but it's pretty much like a desktop, what I'd call a desktop router. And desktop router sits on a desk, of course, or a table. And so the legs here bolt off, and that's just because I hope it's going to be easier to transport that way. I didn't want to do anything too heavy with this machine, just wood and aluminium. And so I figure there's enough strength in it. I've done some simulation and it looks pretty good. So the legs are just for it to sit on. The bulk of the rigidity and everything is just in this actual table. So I'm going to fill these with epoxy granite just to stop some of the ringing. Fill this inside of the I-beam here and here with epoxy granite for the same reason, and then do epoxy leveling on the top of the I-beam surfaces to take the linear rails that I've got sitting here waiting for it. So next step, get the epoxy granite in, and then I've still got a couple more bolts to do here. I can't get the drill in there because of these beams, so I'm going to have to wait till I pull the top off to do the epoxy granite to be able to get a drill into those holes. But yeah, that's the next step, epoxy granite, and then squirt some paint on it, and then on to the machining of all the gantry components. I've got the gantry beam up here waiting. It's a 200 by 80 heavy aluminium extrusion. It was damaged in the post. It's like it's been dropped. This corner's a bit bent, but I'll just use the top side to take the linear rails, and this can just be at the back bottom corner, so I don't think it's going to cause too much of an issue. I'll just have to square off that end again for the gantry plate. I think that's about it. Keen to get this project done, and over here I'm going to move this wooden workbench and it'll go in there so I can get onto the boat project.